Hi everyone, welcome to Emsley Lodge for another week. Another great week for the stable. Really nice filly, staying filly called Kawabata. Had her second race start at Kilmore the other day, and gee, she was impressive. She was slowly to begin and then sort of made her way. I thought she got very well ridden by Reese Wheeler, and she sort of, when the race quickened up, she sort of come off the bridle, but then when it come down to tin tacks at the end of the race, she was very, very strong. Just looks like a filly just screaming for a mile and a half, so we'll just take our time with her, probably step her out in a couple of weeks over a mile and a quarter, and then try and find a 3-year-old race, and sort of certainly set her for the classic 3-year-old fillies races over a mile and a half. Certainly something like a South Australian Oaks, you wouldn't think it'd be out of the question at all for her. Another little filly called Purball. She was probably a little bit disappointing, but she was discovered that she had her tongue over the bit during the race and was making quite a bit of a noise. We worked her this morning with the tongue tie on, and that sort of worked really, really well. Couple of runners this week. We'll step out at stall on Friday. A filly called Miss Spiel. She's only had the one start and ran third, and I thought she went great. This looks like a nice race for her. She's drawn a little bit awkward, but she should be able to box seat from that gate, and she can sort of sit one out, one back, and be great. And an older horse called 4 Days of My Life. He went super first up. He's definitely trained on, and expect him to go really, really well on Friday. On Sunday we will go to Warrnambool, and we'll take a little filly called Moralto down there. We're just going to put what they call a bubble cheeker on her left side, which will hopefully straighten her up a little bit. She's just been sort of getting under pressure and wanting to lay in, and certainly cost herself at least one race. So we galloped her this morning with a bubble cheeker on. I thought she worked great, and probably taking a horse called Dempezzo down there as well. He's a pretty lowly graded horse, and he's only had the 4 starts and ran a third at Mornington, but I thought he was pretty disappointed in his first up run. But we've just changed a bit of gear around, and going to ride him back and see if we can teach the horse to settle and finish off, and that should be really, I think, on his work this morning, you'll see a fair improvement in him. Monday we go to Yarra Glen, and probably take a filly called Brianna over there in a 1500 metre maiden, blinkers on, and just try and ride her a little bit further forward. She probably needs to improve to what she's doing in the past. And a horse called Conciello, he'll go there as well, 1500 metre 64, second up, should be ideal for him. He should bounce and sit right on the bunny and go extremely well. Probably go on Tuesday to Kyneton. We might take Old Hot Spin in 1850 0 to 70. He ran third in that similar sort of race the other day and was pretty unlucky not to have run second, so any sort of luck at all, he'll be pretty competitive there. Josh was lucky enough to be invited to ride in Sacramento this year, and during that time he met some people and got invited to go to Dubai this year. It started off a bit of a working holiday, and here's Josh with his thoughts on what went on while he was away.
Yeah, look, the trip was just all about getting everyone that rode in the World Championship Series apprentice races all together, and look, it was a great experience. I learned a lot from it, and it was good to have a look at their racing over there in Dubai. The racing was really different. Obviously this time of year it's early in the season, so they mainly have Arabian races, but they'll have like a 6-race card and about two thoroughbred races, 4 Arabian races, and you probably laugh when you hear Arabian races, but they're big, strong horses, and they're purebred and they're really nice. Biggest highlight over there was mainly seeing the racing over there. I went to Abu Dhabi Racecourse, and it was a beautiful track, and it was great to see all the riders from all over the world, and I really enjoyed just the racing side of it. The city was not bad to look at, but got to see some great highlights like Ferrari World, went to the big mall in Abu Dhabi, went to Yas Water World. All those places were good fun. Yeah, I saw camel racing. Yeah, much different. They've actually changed a lot. They used to have kids that they used to Velcro to them and ride them, but now they've got the robots that they remote control from their own car, and the trainer steers and rides them or pulls the stick on them with the robot. Yeah, look, they do 5-month stints over there. O'Sheen Murphy, who he had a bit of success over here, he rode over here for 3 months. He's actually doing the 5 months at the moment, and he's enjoying it, and he said it's great, and yeah, they really look after you over there. To be great in November to take something like that on. If I won an Adelaide Premiership, I'll be able to get in with a pretty strong stable, so that'd be great. Yeah, look, any ride at the World Cup would be great. Maybe they might even put me on a pacemaker.
Hi everyone, coming up off 2/3 and a second from last week, let's go and chase 3 winners this week. We're going to Flemington, race 5, number 12, Von Classic Hero. I know it won last week, it's in form, I reckon it'll win again. And race 7, number 8, Aratus. Mick Price, lightly raced animal, 6 wins and 2 placings from just a dozen starts. Inform horse, very good, follow it. And my good pick for the day is Morfettville Saturday. Darren Weird trained, Double Barrel Daisy, race 5, number 2 at Morfettville with Josh to ride. Josh has got 7 rides and I reckon he'll win probably on 4 of them again. So good luck, good punting, and we're going to see you again next week.
Yeah, I just got back from Magic Millions this week and had a look at a couple of really nice horses. We'll have a crack at bidding on a few later on in the week and see if we can bring a couple home. Keep a look on our website, and if we do happen to purchase a horse, we'll put them up there, and anybody wants to take a share in one, more than welcome to. I'll also be heading over to New Zealand in the next couple of weeks. If anyone's interested in coming, more than welcome. The more people who come, the merrier. It's about $1,500, $1,600 to fly over and Emirates business class and stay in a nice motel and spend about 3 days in New Zealand looking at the yearling sales over there, and they certainly know how to look after us Aussies, and a great place to be. So anyone interested, give us a ring or give Janet a call at home, and she'll more than happy to organise a trip for you. And further on this week, we've got quite a few horses racing. Keep an eye on it. A couple of horses are all sort of ready to fire and should go really well over the weekend. So until next week, see you later.
I've just come back from the Geelong track where I've galloped a couple of unraced, nice, exciting... Hi guys, I've just come back from the Geelong track where I've galloped a couple of unraced horses for Jamie. Hi guys, I've just come back from the Geelong track and galloped a couple of unraced types for Jamie. Severn Road was one that really caught my eye this morning. He should be right on target for whatever race he tackles next.